Hey, the thing is that, like, man, over that stage, I remember when we was fresher in the spirit. We was in the fresher in the spirit. We, you know, going at Sakari and shit. But man, fuck all that name calling and all that. Fuck that shit, man. It's about the doctrine, man. That's what it's about, man.
I got some more fast. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of our Lord Yahawashi Mashiach, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no division amongst you.
He said the same thing, not we're all supposed to speak the same thing. You know, that's why the great apostles and elders of the great millstone, we speak, we're one mind, one spirit, the same voice. You know, we all believe that Cornelius is an Israelite. That's right. You know, the mark of the beast is the RFID chip.
Only Israel can make it.
Only Israel is going to make it. You know, we're scattered amongst all tribes, all nations, right?
Hey, the Most High is not the author of confusion either, man.
That's right. Look at it.
That's right. It said, because look, check it out. The Flat Earth Doctrine came over here at Great Millstone, Los Angeles. Them brothers believed in that shit. Where them brothers is at now? Who the fuck knows? Well, one of the brothers, he worked with him, but then he said that dude's beard is gone, and he got a curly top now. He got a curly top now, man. You know? He got a fucking curly top. And the other two, where the fuck did they go? They were speaking something different from us, so we had to separate them, man. It wasn't because they grew up with us in the truth too, though. That's the funny part. We didn't be like, you know what, bro, fuck it. We grew up together in this truth. We're gonna stay together. Nah, man. You teach us something else, you gotta go. You know?
It says that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions amongst you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind, in the same judgment.
You know?
I got one.
It's Philippians 2 and 2. Fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind.
One mind, one accord, one voice, one spirit. The spirit of Yahawashi ultimately. You know, we want to get out of here, man. We don't want to be here another day, another moment, another second. We want the kingdom of heaven coming, where there's not going to be no division in the kingdom. You know, we're going to be all under one ruler, Yahawashi.
Right, because we're all the Yahawashi, the head, right? And we're a part of the body of Yahawashi. So it's all the member is there fit perfectly. You know, ain't gonna be no a hand with 6 fingers, man.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly what I was just thinking, bro.
Or a foot with some type of deformity or some shit like that. See? Nah, it's all fit perfectly in the spirit of Yahawashi Kakadash.
Yep. That's right. See, we're building that beautiful bride that's gonna be waiting for the Lord. See, these unity camps, they're all there building that freaking Mongoloid freaking Israelite woman, man, the one with 2 heads. The 6 fingers, the fucking, this fucking 3rd titty and shit like that, man. All fucking, you know, ulcers on her fucking mouth. That's what those unity camps are, man. They're all the body they're building is of disgust appearance and shit, man. You know, but you gotta be spiritual in your mind and you gotta understand it and stuff.
Just
man.
a bunch of confusion.
Yep.
It's 1 Corinthians 14 and 33. For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints. Now, when you go into this word confusion, okay, it says instability, a state of disorder, disturbance, confusion. And the Lord ain't dealing with disorder, man.
Right. Yeah.
The Lord's dealing with order, man. Let all things be done decently and in order, man. You know, like the brother said, if y'all teaching, you know, and somebody come up and ask a sincere question about the scriptures, and you got 9 answers, 9 different answers, how the hell is anybody going to get edified? The scriptures speak about let all things be done unto edifying, unto the edification of the churches, man.
Right.
So how is anybody being built up through confusion, man?
I got you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and then what separates y'all from the rest of these jakes?
Yeah.
One guy have an unk on his, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The hell you doing with an unk, man?
Yeah. Hey, but Paul said his dispensation for the Gentiles was for him to be an overseer as the Lord set him up, man. You know what I'm saying? For him to basically oversee the flock, man. You know? And in order for you to do that, you got to teach them properly. You know? You have to let them know the right way, that the Lord is a so-called strong black man, all right, from the tribe of Judah. Okay, that the northern kingdom, those are our brothers as well, because you got men out there teaching that it's only just all Negroes, you know. You got men.
I mean, I wouldn't fit in that.
You wouldn't fit, because you are the northern tribe.
Yeah.
And that's off, all right, because it was two sticks that was put together, all right. You know what I'm saying? Both southern and northern. You got men out there teaching that Edomites can make it. The favorite scripture, thou shalt not a horrible Edomite. They don't understand that. You know? You got men talking about, you know what I'm saying, that these other nations need to get it together so they can send us back home. That don't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
You got other dudes talking about that women is prophets too.
Prophets too.
They got women amongst them.
Right, women
There was a
teaching.
woman present while they was all there.
Yep.
Like, what the hell? She probably on a period.
Yep.
And then it's a natural thing for men. I was telling my woman about this yesterday. It's a natural thing for men. If women is, sorry, I was drinking that water. But it's a natural thing for a man. If a woman is in the midst to like have their chest out, like, you know. So when them women is in like that, them dudes are, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. That's we eliminate that by saying no woman.
Yeah. Right.
You know.
You know what I'm saying?
Why would you want a woman around anyway? Whatever.
Yeah.
The battlefield.
I got something going back to what Zion said about
trying to use this truth to get some bucks.
That's all they're doing.
Yeah.
Just be real. Just be real.
Yep.
You know? You're using the truth to get bucks.
Yep.
You know? The real men of the Lord, Paul said, be as though you had none.
Yeah.
It's too much work to do. If you got a woman, you got a woman. If you don't, you don't. Fuck it. I pray the Lord that He give you a bone every here and there. But ultimately, to keep you locked in on what you need to do, because there's a lot that we have to do.
That's right.
And it seemed like it's tedious, and it seemed like, God damn, it's a, you know, each week keep going by, keep pushing these videos. Hey man, in the Lord's time, it's like nothing, bro.
Nothing, yeah.
A week to the Lord is like a fucking, what, 5 seconds where the Most High is at?
Not even a 5.
Not even 5 seconds, you know?
Yeah, not even a second.
It's not even nothing. We ain't really did nothing according to where the Lord is. It ain't even been a full day.
Question, like, how do you measure that time work? Say, like, 5 seconds is, like, a week is only like not even a second.
Random. I wouldn't be able. It's only certain scriptures that give you like
That's why I was
certain
asking, like,
times.
what scripture that you can refer
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
I got one for you, bro. This is 2 Peter chapter 3. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9. No, yeah, verse 8.
That's the scripture, but yeah, go ahead, bro.
It says, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. You know, so our time as would be 1,000 years for us, and our time is only one day for the Lord. To show you that there's a time difference right there. You know, now we can't like go into the seconds and the minutes. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord give you a basic understanding. Like, look, you know, if He did something in one day, it was 1,000 years in our time.
Okay, he's gonna try to probably come up with a calculation. He'll try to, you know, do 1,000 years divided by one day.
Yeah,
you gotta put like, you gotta do what? How many minutes is it in one day?
Yeah.
You gotta time that by 1,000 days.
Yeah.
So you can say something like, you know, a couple seconds or a minute.
Yeah. And just to prove that, because you go back into secular history, you go back to 700 BC, they had to actually change the calendar year for 360 days to 365 days, because that had to do when the Lord had reversed the sun, and I believe He gave Joshua, or He gave one of the kings of Israel like a more time. So like that, basically the sun had come back.
He made it stop. He stopped time. Right?
Yeah.
Stopped time.
And what that did is that changed the entire calendar from 360 days to 365 days. If you go back in history, look it up. You can actually see that the Lord, He's not limited by our timeline. So you can't just always be like it's 1,000 years for one day. No, it doesn't work that way, man. He's not limited to our timeline.
He don't have no time.
Yeah, exactly. He's outside of time.
Time,
no beginning and no ending.
time is basically like a structure given to man to keep up with things.
Measure, yeah.
Okay, but it ain't no really. You know, when you look at the Most High name, it means another thing you could put there is time. Time. Exists. Time.
Right, because in the movie Lucy, it showed you that.
Lucy
time,
said that, right?
Yeah, the time is just a measurement because it showed you that clip of something that was speeding, but once you eliminate the time, you don't see it.
Right.
But then once you put time there, it measures what you're going through for the time being, what happened yesterday, and what's going to be for the future.
That's a trippy ass movie, man.
Grab that, bro, real quick, because the brother brought out that one day with the Most High is 1,000 years here, and 1,000 years here is one day to the Most High. But check this verse out. I remember Apostle Tar brought this out a long time ago. 29:26. Yeah, 29:25.
This is Genesis chapter 29, verse 25. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, what is this thou hast done unto me?
Right, because he originally worked for Rachel, right?
Yeah, he originally worked for Rachel. You know this story right here? The story of Jacob and Leah and Rachel and Laban. And Laban was Rachel and Leah's father. But Jacob, which birthed them, he worked for his woman. He worked for them.
7 years.
7 years, but check it out. Read it again. Go ahead, read it again.
Genesis 29 and 25. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, what is this thou hast done unto me?
Because what happened was, remember, if you read the story, when you go back to the house, whatever, Laban, Jacob originally worked for Rachel and Leah's sisters. But when they got him all drunk, and he woke up in the morning and he had Leah laying next to him. What the fuck? It's supposed to be Rachel. Why you give me your other daughter? Why you didn't give me Rachel? You know? Go ahead, Doc.
It says, what is this thou hast done unto me? Did not I serve with thee for Rachel? Wherefore then hast thou beguiled me? And Laban said, it must not be so done in our country to give the younger before the firstborn.
You see that right there? So they had a little tradition amongst themselves. You got to give the younger before the firstborn. Go ahead. But he lied to, he was basically tricked Jacob. Go ahead.
He was getting blessed.
Yeah, because he was getting blessed. He tricked him and shit. Laban was a demon, man. That dude was a demon, and remember when you read the story, he tracked Jacob down because he was searching for his gods that he made for himself, showing he was a demon. Yeah, Rachel had stolen. That's why the Lord put Rachel to death. You know? Go ahead.
It says, fulfill her week, and we will give thee.
Look, check it out. Read it again.
Fulfill her week.
He said, fulfill her week. Go ahead.
And we will give thee this also for the service which thou shalt serve with me yet 7 other years.
7 other years. 7 other years is considered a week. You know? So that's how it goes. You know, a week is only 7 days. But I would believe, according to Most High times, a week is 7 years. You know, it's like that. You know.
That's what the scriptures say.
Yeah.
You got Revelation that says 3 days and a half.
Yep, you got Revelation that said 3 days and a half, but really it represented 350 years.
Oh, even in Genesis, the creation, one day, that was really 1,000 years
That's
for that aspect to be created. And then it took another 1,000 years for something else to be created.
Yeah. The brother brought out the 1 hour with the beast goes into, was it 42 years? Yeah.
And even in Daniel's 70 weeks, which is what is it, the Babylonian captivity.
Yeah.
I got one. You done with that?
I mean, I really don't know too much. You can't really pin, but you can see that the time difference is different. You know, we can't be like, oh, I know what the Most High time is. Hell no. Fuck around and get zapped.
It's Psalm 90 and 4. For 1,000 years in thy sight are but as yesterday, when it is past, and as a watch in the night. So, you know, one day is 1,000 years.
You know, so he made this truth really simple for us to really understand on this side, you know. So, you know, we just thank the Most High that He gave us His truth first and foremost.
That's right.
You know, time is, but guess what? The time is so quick that we're about to get out of here, man. You know, he speed up the time for us, for the elect. You know.
Yeah, because
You know, I got this to go back to the whole notion about the coming destruction. This is 2nd Ezra's 15 and 14.
Yeah, just stay up in that so this brother eat. I'm pretty sure that.
2nd Ezra's 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell in it, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Talking about the nuclear missiles, man. You know, woe means destruction. So go ahead.
And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and sword in their hand. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
You know, invading your household, invading, you know, these people, you know, because ultimately there is going to be no food. So when people get hungry, what they're going to do? They're going to invade their neighbor. They're going to take all their goods. You know.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
I mean, that's martial law. The whole United States is going to be locked down. You know, when they give that order, lock America down. Ain't nobody going to go nowhere. Like, oh, I'm at the grocery store. You know, I'm gonna go home. Then I'm gonna take a shower and go out with my buddies and shit. The Most High cutting this bitch down, man.
You know, and you can see that because if you look at the army's tactics over in Iraq, when they were locking down those cities over there, they set up borders at city towns, and you weren't allowed to go to other cities, you know, depending on where you were, because they were gonna bring the food to you. And what they would do is they would go house to house, checking every household and they would go on their list, and they would say, you know what, is this person here? Because we have them listed here. And once they cleared that house, you know, they would take out all the deemed terrorists, and same thing, vice versa. And not only until they cleared these cities and these house by house, then they started letting people start moving between the cities. But by that time, all the undesirables were already taken out.
And what about Jade Hill? Preparing these troops for urban warfare. What the hell is what the hell you think that's for, man? Really, just go. Like, they was asking troops, are you willing to shoot Americans? You know what I'm saying? What do you think they were doing that for? To run up in your house, not just to disarm you, but they preparing so when the time comes, these people are willing, willing to take you out, man. All right. And those that ain't with it, all right, you out the group.
That's why they got foreign troops.
Foreign troops as well. And, oh man, you don't want to.
They gonna roll out their robots.
Yeah, you don't want them foreign troops, man. Everybody that's foreign to America that really don't come to America like that, they hate this place, man. They hate you Americans. They hate what they see on TV, the propaganda and all that the bullshit, because they not gullible. They not lied to, all right, so to speak, man. Everybody that comes, exactly. They live in reality, man. Everybody that comes to America that they see how glamorous this place is on TV, they're the ones that's duped, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, who was it? Burning American flag. What was it?
On 4th of July over at the White House?
Russians burning that flag,
Russians, Death to America, Russians, and then it was somebody else who was Iranians, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
you got people in Yemen who hate America. America has a horrible track record around the world. We have it's over 200, 300 bases around the entire world, because America sees itself as the police state of all these nations, man. Like who else can go to another nation and say, you know what, you're not treating your people right? We're gonna step in. You know, people are tired of that shit, man. And you got Iran over here enriching uranium. saying you know, to hell with that 2015 nuclear arms deal, which is funny because America's the one who fucking said ripped that deal up in the first place, you know. So the thing is that all these other nations, they've grown tired. It tells you in the scripture that the weak shall say we are strong.
Yeah, you mentioned about the other nations. I was watching Madam Dignitary with the show that come on TV, and basically one of the ambassadors from Saudi Arabia, she was going back and forth with the president. And the president said, "Well, you do this in your country." And then she pretty much said he got the highest incarceration rate in America.
Yep.
And he couldn't say nothing after that.
Yep.
They try to say what you're doing wrong in other countries, but you got the most people in prison.
Yep. Exactly. That's funny because art imitates life, right? Because it wasn't until a couple of weeks ago that America went to Iran talking about how they imprison a lot of their citizens unjustly. But it's funny because America's over here separating families and imprisoning people who are seeking asylum, who have broken no laws and shit, you know?
And even in the Philippines, how Americans try to condemn the president for killing drug dealers or something like that. But look what you're doing in America.
Right.
Go ahead.
Yep.
You know, like a couple months ago, they just had a drill down in downtown LA.
Yeah.
For 4 or 5 days, man. You don't think that's really gonna happen?
Right.
You know?
Man, had a full chopper land in the streets
Downtown LA.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody was looking out their windows, recording with their phones, you know, hearing like explosives, you know? They was doing that out here, man. Drills. Drills, man. Them drills gonna turn into reality. You know what I'm saying? When they turn to reality, them bullets is real. Alright? And when them bullets hit your ass, them hot rocks, your ass is gonna fucking drop, man.
That's right.
That's what the Lord gonna do to you people, man. The Lord gonna make your bodies drop out here, man. That's why the scriptures say, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Alright? Because when that ark got shut, the whole earth died, man. Everybody died. Alright, except 8 souls.
I know, right?
You think the Lord planned? That's what the Lord about to do again is an understatement, man, to that.
He said it's gonna be like a day that has never been before, man.
Never been before on the planet Earth, man.
Yeah, Lord he just drowned them. That was like everybody got the same torture.
You know that's
New everybody gonna get different tortures.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this: put your head in some water and hold your breath. You feel that shit, man. You feel that shit. When you know that you can't breathe, you suffering.
It's a whole nother ball game when you was told to.
Right.
Noah was out there like, look, it's coming.
Yep.
So when they was getting their last little breath in, you know, they was thinking about Noah and what he was saying.
Thinking about Noah, thinking about all the things that you done fucked up in your life, man.
That's why everybody still to this day on this planet Earth knows about Noah, even other nations. They know about Noah. He may be in another name in a nation, but they know about that dude.
That flood.
They know about that.
It was somebody that was born the year that he started prophesying. They was 100 like, man, he been saying that my whole life. You know? Hey, but the Lord said he gonna make that proverb cease. You know, Ezekiel 12, man. Because Jake thinks that, like when you talk about these earthquakes, you know, I've been sparking up conversation with people, and you know, I'd be like, man, they say the big one is overdue. You know, and they're like, yeah, they've been saying that though. That's their immediate fucking rebuttal, man. Yeah, they've been saying that. That's crazy that people will put that off. As if you got some type of control, man. You don't know what the fuck gonna happen, man. How dare you talk about six months from now or a year from now, man?
Yeah, talking about my future.
You people are crazy, man.
You know, so the Most High really he gonna
humble you, man.
Yeah.
He gonna humble you, man. And you gonna know it was the Lord, man. Because everybody see us, man. You travel all, you go to fucking Jamaica, you gonna see the brothers, you know? You go to London, you gonna see the brothers. So this thing is over, man.
Right. 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
This is the latter times, man.
That's right.
Yeah, Yahawashi, when Yahawashi was on the scene, that's when the end began, man. So of course these things been spoken of for centuries, man. You know? Of course your parents spoke about the end and all that, yeah. So it's going to seem like it's being prolonged, like it's tearing, like the end will never come. You know? Go ahead, Ak.
It says, but understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. Well, that's what we out here doing. You know what I'm saying? That's a representation of us being out here. We seeking like-minded individuals that want to get out of here. That want to see America destroyed. That want to see Yahawashi come and establish righteousness back on the earth.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We already understand 2/3 of our people, they're not going to get it. You know what I'm saying? So when they walk by, we don't get, I mean, yeah, sometimes because Jake out, but ultimately, overall, we understand that they're not going to get it on this side. They're going to get it on the other side. So we only concerned with the elect. That's why we ain't got to get with these other camps. We ain't got to have unity camps. We ain't got to save face or, you know, worry about not ruffling any feathers because a camp has a different belief than what we have. You know what I'm saying? We walking according to what the Lord told us to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's scripture, man. We looking for like-minded men.
We out here fishing.
Yeah.
We out here fishing for the elect. So we can get the hell up out of here, man. You know, that's the whole duty. The whole duty of man is to do the Lord's work, man.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
Follow his commandments, right?
Follow his commandments, follow statutes and commandments, man.
Yeah.
You know, so go ahead.
This is Matthew 24:37. But as the days of Noah were, so also shall the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
And they were living their best life.
Yeah, living my best life, baby. That's what they do on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
They eat, they drink. Some people get married on the 4th of July. They went to the Queen Mary.
Well, marriage is sex.